M.Org Society. Articles of enlightening subjects of our era of civilization. The title to the series is Acts of Corruption, Crimes, and War Crimes. The Introduction. The record of corruption, acts and crimes of the advanced society of the United States. Generation 3 to Generation 7. During the era of M.Org. An article of the series. Corruption Themes. A record of corruption crimes. This article is the introduction to our subject. The science of the acts of corruption. Inspirationally exhibited. With the historical record of the acts of corruption and crimes committed during the era of Annam. These events are iconic and calculated to have strangely and naturally derived relative to the phase of advancement from Generation 4 through Generation 5 civilization. This time is also known as the Age of Advancement, happening during the late 1990s and through the early 21st century. This is when Annam had first began his doctrine for ideal humanitarian government reformation. We want to also mention a few unorthodox topics. They are important to the science of corruption in an advanced civilization. Considering the possibilities of the existence of greater privately owned countries, of whom are more highly technologically advanced in various ways, we believe these interesting concepts would be valuable for our audiences to see. And we plan to discuss vivid comprehension of these sciences and many historical events. Feature topics and some unorthodox topics that will be included are titled The Pearl Children, The Children with the Eye of Pearl, The Children with the Pearl Mind, Technologically Powered Wealth of Corruption, Advanced Technological Powered Wealth to Make Oppression, Prediction of the Future by Vast Scientific Operation, Resource, Scenario, Marvels of Human Ability, Manipulation of Fate by Foresight and Disposition, and Phenomenal Technology to create ultimate simulations of scenarios of calculated possibilities are the real abilities of humanity to predict and alter fate. What is really important about advanced civilization? We are living in a society of a Generation 4 to Generation 5 level of advanced science, technology and entertainment. Look at our infinite creation. We are already powerfully intelligent. But corruption in society, and whatever psychology is creating it, must end. Now, M.Org Society first presents the subjects of crime and corruption. The subjects of corruption and terrorism. From its teachings of knowledge of our many sciences. By doing this we can build our vision to solve our first problem. We can only benefit from the vast more knowledges that we have after we resolve what is destroying us. Meaning, Org society is in effort to finally now make an eternal reality of the potential from which we can create. Your position, and your resolution. Many times you have to understand that in Mother Nature, conflicts happen that are only between yourself and another person. Understand and imagine intelligently what the circumstance is, and that you are dealing with corruption in a society where corruption has dominion. To achieve justice, or some form of real justice, in this circumstance, would seem impossible. But you have to remember, you are still alive, and you have to live in that society. So you have to try to do something. Your position, and your resolution. Continued. A great adult creature, in the wild. Think about dealing with very low intelligent, large adult creatures and beasts, in the wild. Now, you are there with the creatures. And you have a choice to flee, when the creature approaches you, to make you his prey. Or you have the choice to defend yourself and your home. In this circumstance, what choice will you make? Died is a status of important inquiry. You must ask yourself, when did you really die? Because you may have died in your inspiration, and in your spirit. From living in a corrupted world, all around. And believing nothing can be done. Again. You must ask yourself, when did you really die? Acts of corruption. The records of certain historical acts of corruption are important to exhibit, so that there is awareness, and knowledge of the actual happenings of these corruption crimes in relation to the science of corruption. This awareness is for the corruption criminals, for the professionals, the authority, and for the public. We will exhibit here an introduction to the record of true war crimes and corruption committed by these entities. There has to be a cost of manpower, money, time, energy, and spiritual vitality. From having to flee from the guilt of the evil, from having committed corrupted war crimes to innocent people.